It's Online Biz Real Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you with some incredible business partners all over the world. I should say we have an incredible business partner, business real talk for you um, at night because I'm here in Barcelona and it's late here. But all over the world, we have business partners, and it's early there. It's about 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. in PST, Vancouver, Canada time. We're global. We're in also Eastern part of Canada. We're in all over Europe, all over Asia, all over Africa, you name it. We are global, we're international. And we do these online biz real talks to give you guys some insight into what we're doing in the online world. And stay tuned because we have a free gift for you. Anybody that's new to watching this today, we offer a free gift at the end here. You don't want to miss it because it will change your life like it has done for me and so many of my business partners. I'll introduce myself a little bit for you guys because I'm going to be hosting this today. I'm Georgia. I'm a coach. I help people worldwide to earn online, and I have coached many of these people here to do the same, to help people earn online. And also, I have trained them, and even some of them have trained their business partners and are now coaches and mentors. And I've trained them to earn online, to have their ads running in the background and bringing in an incredible income. Some side hustle, some full-time income. Some people have left their JOBs. And I was able to pay off 30,000 worth of debt. I was able to purchase new vehicles, move into my incredible dream homes. I'm here in Barcelona since over 5 months, and doing many amazing things for me and my children here. So stay tuned because we got a great subject for you today. You don't want to miss it, especially if you are interested in earning in the online world. So our subject today, and this is good for my business partners too, the best tips, okay, best tips for creating winning content on social media. You don't want to miss this. So listen. And if you are like, well, yeah, of course, I want to start earning online. I don't know how. Well, stay tuned for the free gift we're going to give you, and we're going to show you how. And later on, this will come in very big handy for you on making winning content that will attract leads and buyers and literally huge sales. Okay. So thank you all for joining. These are all my business partners from all over the world. And I'm so grateful to have you guys here. I'm honored. Lian, why don't we go with Lian first? And introduce yourself for us and tell us about the subject. Best tips for creating content online.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Lian. I'm now located in Toronto, Canada. I've been here for 13 years. I'm a stay-at-home mother and now, of course, also a digital entrepreneur. And why I chose to be a digital entrepreneur was because this particular business was because I'm able to join without any training, because training will be provided. Yeah. And all the support provided. That's why I dare to join. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. And capital wise, well, it's considered nothing compared to those franchise and other stuff. Okay, now quickly I'll move over to this topic for the day, which is best tips for creating winning content on social media. So is actually one of the trainings that they provide to help us how to write winning content. So now I'm going to share with all of you. So a few important things is, when you write things, you need to attract people's attention. So what will attract people's attention is when you educate people, you share information online, whatever knowledge that you have, that you think, hey, people will be interested, you share. And you can share things that you just found out recently about anything that's online. Like now, the most popular topic, ChatGPT, found out. So these are the things that are really interested in AI. And of course, that, as I've said, what want people's attention? People watch TV because they want to be entertained. So likewise, when you write your content, write things that will also entertain them. Besides if sharing with them information, you also entertain them. You can write anything anything that you think they will like, they will enjoy, to relax. You can put that in your content. But make sure you're authentic too. While you're writing all those stuff, you're real, because they need to see that you're a real person. You're not faking it, because once you fake it, after a while they can see through, and then people will just abandon you, because then that's not winning, because that's you are telling people you're not real. People would want to follow you. follow you.
You're super glitchy, Lian. Maybe you can
Here,
log
this one, you
out.
probably will have things that will duplicate.
Can,
Oh,
can you
okay.
hear me? Yeah, do you want to maybe log out or
Yeah,
try to
can
log in with just your data? Yeah,
okay, log out and log in again.
yeah, and maybe just with your data. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That's called the online world. Sometimes you have some techie issues. Yeah, and that was my biggest fear here in Spain. Like, the internet's not the greatest, but I guess it's going good today. So, all right, she'll come back and finish up. So why don't we go to Coach Paulo? Paulo, why don't you introduce yourself for us? And maybe I shouldn't have put you first because it's probably going to be best. I know it. I should have saved you for last. Okay, go ahead. In this case, we're probably going to have the best first. Don't be jealous.
Leanne's back. Let
Oh,
Leanne
Leanne.
go and then I'll go
Okay.
afterwards.
All right, all right. Leanne, there, it's better.
I'm sorry. I don't know what has been recorded, what has not been recorded.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You sound
Repeat the same things.
a
Oops.
little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It was kind of choppy. You can just go on where you left off.
Because I don't know where. Okay, anyway, I said, to educate, educate the audience, because that's what will keep them attracted to the reading your page. And then you entertain them. You may entertain with something funny, things that you come across, or anything that you find motivational that will also inspire them. So you put all this inside your content, but make sure you're authentic. Don't fake it, I say, because if you fake it, after a while, people can see you're not real and they will just leave you, because people only read if you are real, if you're authentic. So like I said, actually there are quite a number of stuff. Okay, sorry, my daughter screaming there. So like, there's actually quite a lot of stuff that's inside involved in this writing content. And in our business, I don't know how to write content. It was the training that told me I'm supposed to do this. That's why now I know how to write a winning content. So there are more to it. I let the rest of my other partners share with you the rest. Back to you, Georgia.
Thank you, beautiful. And, I salute you for, just being so focused as the kids are screaming in the background. I know that feeling because that's what my kids do too. Right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're in the kitchen and I can hear everything they're doing. And it's like, it's nervousing. They're just on their phones and they're talking and they're real loud, So, and this is what life is all about. To give us the ability to literally tell our kids, stop it, and put them in line and then come back to our business. Because that's what I usually do. I'm like, hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. And it's so funny because there's actual memes out there these days about that, where the moms are just like real calm on their business or doing, and then they shut it off and they're like, what are you guys doing? Or they're in the background, like putting their fingers, stop it. No one can tell because you're on the phone. But I love the beauty of the online world, right? We can be moms, we can be parents, we can be uncles, godfathers, we can be there for our babies, and we can still run this online business. And you're right. I absolutely love what you said about the inspirational content. Very good. And, just going through training, we learned it all here, right? And we took it and we made it our own, right? Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. All right, go ahead, Paulo. Introduce yourself for us and tell us about this awesome subject.
Yeah, definitely. So hi everyone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Paulo Paralejas. I was born in the Philippines, grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and live here in Vancouver, British Columbia. I've been nursing for over 2 decades now, and I'm currently working right now, but I'm taking a late lunch break. That's probably why you see me moving the camera around. But yeah, that's why this business is so portable and flexible. You can do it anywhere. So with regarding the topic, what's the best way of creating content on social media? And so I like what Lian mentioned earlier, just being authentic, because that authentic in a way that you're not copying other people's content. You can get ideas from people's content, but don't copy it straight from there and then paste it onto your business page as a post, because that's not being authentic. You want to be genuine with sort of thing that you're posting, because that adds to the whole trust factor of people following you and seeing that you're a real person. Other things that I do is I just what Lian mentioned, being consistent, but I just keep posting and posting and posting. It doesn't matter how many likes or I get, or no likes that I get, or engagement or not. The thing is, I follow Gary Vaynerchuk a lot, and he says that the key thing with social media is that you just have to keep posting as much as you can. Even Grant Cardone says if you want to 10x your business, when you success, like increase your business, 10x it. And so I just keep posting. I post like regular posts. I do stories because at some point, one of those posts or a couple of those posts may become viral or get spread across the algorithm and shared and so on. And so that's what I do, is being consistent with my business, because although I think my content's great, it just may take a while for the algorithm to push it out there. I think, my biggest fan is my mom. She honestly, she loves everything I do, comments on everything I do. And so try to get some friends or family to follow your business page as well, because if they're supportive of your business, they can, those likes can really help. And as what Lian does, like I do the educate, inspire, and entertain, and show a bit about myself. I do a lot of posting, especially when I travel, like, or even if I'm out and about in my place, like if I'm at my rooftop garden or if I'm like biking or doing errands, I do little stories and clips so that people know who I am, that I'm an everyday person, that bikes to the doctor's appointment, bikes to the grocery store. And then, I mean, this weekend we're heading down to the States, so I'm going to be posting a lot of stories about that as well. So it's just being creative and just showing who you are as a real person. And I think that for me, I think that's what creates winning content, because you are going to retain those followers. You are going to also build followers as well too. But then also using hashtags strategically as well. So when I was in Sydney, I was using like business hashtags, but then I was tagging Australia, hashtag Sydney, Australia, so that people can follow me or see my content in Australia. So yeah, just knowing how to do it strategically. And as mentioned earlier, our training is very useful in the sense of helping us to create that knowledge of how to do marketing on social media. And just this week, they were talking about how to, there's a website where you can actually figure out what are the common questions that are being asked on a day-to-day basis. And then I'm actually going to use this. I'm going to look into it later tonight. But basically you just type up like the area that you're looking at. And so if it's business, it will come up with the top sort of 3 things that people in business are asking about. And then from there, you can use that information and create content from there. So you can create a stories, you can create a reel, you can use Chat GPT to help you put these together. And that will help kind of push your specific post out or story out a lot better, because that's what at that day is what people have been searching for. So I'm going to try that out, and I think it's going to work out, because it's actually helped those presenters who are presenting about this idea, that they were able to gain leads and people wanting to know more about the business. So yeah, I'll pass it back to you, Georgia, because I know other people will add on to this. So thanks for having me on here.
Thank you, Paulo. So you've seen the mastermind last night, right? Yeah, I figured you did. You're a rock star.
Yeah. I was just finishing off a bit of it because I didn't attend it live, but I'm watching replay, and so it's very useful information. And that's what I love about our masterminds, is that as an individual business owner, we're all plugged into this community. So you're not having to think like you have to find out all the best ways of doing things, because we have thousands of people globally that are plugged into finding out what is the best way to market a specific, like do our business and do our marketing at this specific time point, because the online world is always changing. And so we're always trying to be adaptable and trying to be one step ahead, so that our content that we're posting is going to be what's trending at the moment. So yeah, I'll pass it back to you, Georgia.
I love that. And when I was watching the mastermind last night, because I was up late and I figured, you know what, might as well just pop on the mastermind, because it was like, it's 5 p.m. PST, but it's 2 a.m. here. And when I seen that, instantly I thought of Paulo. I seen these people, I'm not sure, was they originally from Africa? I forget where they're, yeah, okay. And the way they were going about the is it GPT or is it GP?
No, it's something like Ask a Question or something. It's a website. I can't remember. I wrote it down, but
yeah. So, but it's like an AI, and they said that they just keep making content with this AI, and it's bringing in them buyers, it's bringing them leads, it's bringing them inquiries, and they made such a good power couple. Like anybody out there who has a husband or a wife that is looking to earn online. Both of you want to get into this. When your wife is at work and you're at home, you can work on it and vice versa. Very wonderful power couples. Okay. And everything that they talked about, it made me like, crap, I didn't listen to Paulo. Paulo got me into this like last year. Why didn't I put my mind into this so much? But I'm also one of those, I'm a talker. So I can spit something really quick into my phone and it's a blurb and I fix it up a little bit. But for those who are not talkers and you don't know how to express yourself, there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people who it's hard for them to express themselves. There's your mama. She's here without any tardiness. We were just talking about you, Agnes. She's watching from Calgary, Alberta. She's like, "Good afternoon, everybody. Enjoy your beautiful day." This is the beautiful thing about this online world. Like you just see the reality of everything and how real it is. You just talk about his mom, and here she is. So thank you, beautiful. God bless you. We love you. Um, and yeah, so if you have a hard time expressing yourself and you don't know what kind of content to put out there and you really don't know how to make ads, all you do is you put in there, create me an ad about this product. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure it has a clear call to action. Boom, 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 boom. It's a whole big ad all of a sudden. And then if it's like, I don't use those words, switch the words up. Because that's what I do. I help my business partners create ads. And I'm like, fix it to whatever you're liking. I was helping my business partner today. He's so cute. He's Italian. And I'm like, because he said, "Hey, want to know more information?" I'm like, that's not you. Hey, like it was hi, want to know more? I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, we gotta throw in some accent. He's like, exactly, that's how I would say it. I'm like, and it's just so cute because you see the personality in people, and I already could see how he would have said it, right? And that's the thing. There's pre-made ads in our group and in our training, and there's also these GPT chats, these AI. That's crazy. That's picking in all the algorithm. I could go on so much, but there's so many people here. But I'd like to just say really quick, the algorithm of these social media platforms are so intelligent. They're so intelligent. They're picking up on people's moves every single day, these smartphones. Okay, they're picking up on every single move and Google and song and things they say into their phone. They're picking up on everything and they're going to show that person your ad. Okay, and the GPT is going to exactly come up with all that content because it's now AI. It knows what the social media needs to see your ad. Okay, so thank you for that, Paulo. God bless you. Why don't we go with another lady now? Why don't we go with Aisha? Am I pronouncing your name right? You want to unmute yourself? Can you hear us? Oh, maybe she can't hear us again. Let me see. Okay, maybe Paula, you can message her in a private chat. Yeah, I think her sound is no good. Okay. So yeah, we'll come back to you. Hopefully her sound will get better. So Uma, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and we'll help her with her sound, okay? And then talk about the subject for us. Thanks, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Coach Georgia. I really appreciate it. Hello, everyone. My name is Uma, and I'm a student assistance coordinator. I work in the middle school for over 18 years. I live in New York, New Jersey area with my husband and my daughter, who's 13. So that's an amazing age to work with, who helps me a lot with this business as well. She loves taking pictures of me or anything that we're doing. So to add to this topic, actually, my daughter loves to take pictures of the sunset and sunrise. And I love doing that personally. It's one of my favorite things to do. So even if I'm driving, my husband had gotten me one of those car things I can just flip it and take pictures. So now my daughter sees me posting those. So she will, anytime she's out and about, she sees it, she takes pictures and she'll send it to me. So telling stories, making connection with people, I think is so, so important in this business. That's one of the best tips that I can give. I know, majority of you guys covered a lot of it. Celebrating special days, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever you guys are celebrating, we post those. Those reach out to people a lot. People love seeing celebrations, right? We were just out with our business partners last week, and I posted about that, and it got a lot of engagement. So make telling stories, celebrations, consistency. Paulo mentioned that a lot. Consistency, showing up every single day. Just like if you had your 9 to 5 job, you would show up. Well, this is your baby. This is your own business. So showing up, why not? And be proud of who you are and what you do. So you show that off. And I think that that's what we're doing here. So thank you for having me. Back to you, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful. Consistency is key to any success. Any success, absolutely. I'm just going to ask, Aisha, can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Yes, I
Okay,
can
perfect,
hear you.
perfect. All right. I just want to make sure before I was continuously trying to help you here. Okay. Thank you, Uma. God bless you. So why don't you introduce yourself for us? And why don't you tell us a little bit about the subject, best tips? What are the best tips for creating winning content? Meaning content that's going to attract buyers, leads, people who are going to buy our products.
Okay. Hello, good evening. My name is Aisha. I live here in the United Kingdom with my family. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom, and I've been doing I've been doing this business for over a year now, and I absolutely love it. And for today, our topic, creating content. Sorry, come again. What's the topic again?
Creating winning content for social media.
Okay, creating winning content for social media. Well, first of all, our business is all about us, is storytelling. You know, you don't have to duplicate anything. All you need to do, what you are comfortable of yourself putting out there, you just have to talk about that. Storytelling is very important. Although sometimes some people they do post, you don't get any likes or comments. Just keep on posting because Facebook is doing its work 24 hours. Just keep posting. Even if you don't get one like for within days, just continue putting it out there because you don't know when Facebook will just come up on your page and then start showing out your post. And interacting with your audience is very important as well. Interacting with them, keep them on the go, because sometimes we put content out there and then our followers start commenting, even to give them a like. We are so busy just to put out there. Sometimes we need that break to interact with them so that they can feel comfortable and know that we are real people. That's very important. And also when you're taking up pictures, our community is so huge and generous. Whenever they learn something, they come and share. We've got Chat GPT, we've got the way how to angle our phone. So you have to like maybe a little bit of editing before putting out the picture out there. It's very important. Yeah, that's all for me now. Back to you, Georgina.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful. And it's true. I really do feel like when you're socializing on social media, like if you're going through it and you're liking other people's stuff and you're commenting, Hi, these are a bit loud. And you're commenting. I feel like it pushes out your algorithm. Like it's going to better. It's going to better yourself. And it's also when somebody goes ahead. Sorry, I don't understand why they're being so loud. Guys, I'm live. Do you not know I'm live? They're in their own world. It's like they have headphones in. Sorry, crazy teenagers. This house is 5 floors and it's all open concept. So sorry if you hear them. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, they kind of lost my train of thought. The algorithm of Facebook loves when you go on your own page and you comment back on what somebody said on your post. So you want to go like whatever they said and reply to them, and you want to socialize on that social media too, on your pages, on your Instagrams, on your Facebook, whatever platform you're on, advertising, make sure you're catching your contents, replies, comments, likes, whatever it is, you're seeing what's going on those posts. Mind you, in this business, you're going to get super busy and you're going to get a lot of followers. You're going to get a lot of people who are going to start following, who are going to like your post, who are going to buy in. So it might get difficult. Here's a little tip. I like them all, and at the end of the comments, well, I put my own comment. Thank you all. God bless everyone, so it's just, you, and then all of them will get notified that you commented on that post. Georgia also commented on that post, right? So then like, oh, she said thank you, So thank you, guys. All right. Why don't we go ahead to Ahmed? Ahmed, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you introduce yourself for us? And I'm so curious of what you're going to say. I'm excited.
Hello, everyone. Happy to see everyone here today. Thanks for everyone that joined us, all the new people, and everyone that's always here. Always grateful to come on here and chat with you every day of the week. My name is Ahmed. Been in this business now for 5 years, and everyone, when you mention social media, it's kind of sometimes a scary topic because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't use social media very much. Oh, I don't know about it. But hey, it's all good, because when I joined this business initially, I did not use social media at all. I had a Facebook, but it was just static. I did not interact with it. Didn't use Instagram. Didn't use any LinkedIn. Didn't use any social media. So it was a whole new world for me. But when it comes to it, it's very simple to understand. And if you put a little bit of effort into it, your skills will progress tremendously throughout time. So first thing that I was going to mention about this topic is, I wrote down some notes, is first thing when you're trying to find winning content is just look at everyone else's ads. Look at the big guns. When you're watching YouTube and a commercial comes on or an ad comes on, someone's advertising their own product, whether it's clothing, shoes, vacations, whatever it may be, or if it's just other social media gurus talking about what they do, about their mentorship. Just see how they're where they're putting their phone, where they're what they're talking about, how their body language is, what kind of scenery is behind them, what are they wearing. So just paying attention to advertisements in general, whether it's on your TV, whether it's on your laptop, when you're on websites, there's going to be ads on the side of the screen. Take a look at them. What are they doing there? How do they look? So just paying attention to other advertisements is one of the biggest things that I've learned, and just taking note of how they're doing their stuff. Although they have way bigger of a budget than us and way more of a production, you get the grand scheme of what they're trying to get to and how they're vocalizing their sales or whatever they're marketing. The next one I want to talk about is just looking at, let's say, big celebrities and what they're doing. For example, Paul already mentioned Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone's a big one in the marketing industry and sales. Look at how he's putting his advertisement out. Go to his Facebook page, LinkedIn page. Everything's very similar, and he has a very generic, very general thing that he always has.
If you read a quote, if you see something, you're like, oh yeah, that's gonna be Grant Cardone. See how he's putting himself out there. See how he's doing videos, right? One thing I picked up from him from watching is all my ads. I always had it on my phone, and I had sometimes a microphone. But then one time he just had earbuds in and he was recording himself. I was like, oh, why don't I just use my earbuds? Right? Why am I not just using my earbuds? So just paying attention to what all the big guns are doing out there, how they're putting themselves on, how they're advertising themselves. Take it, put a spin on it, make it your own, and throw it out there and see what happens. Right? Don't criticize your own stuff too much, because you never know what's going to hit other people. Right? You could look at your stuff and you're never going to think it's perfect. Right? And if it's perfect, it might not work. It might actually be something that doesn't get any engagement at all. Right? So do something, put some effort into it, make it your own, and as long as you're happy with it, just throw it out there and see what happens. Third thing is that I had is YouTube and Google. I'm just using those tools as a help as well. So if you just went on YouTube and you just typed in how to make winning content on social media, you're going to get a lot of videos about people helping you on how you should do that, right? One thing that I actually picked up from Paulo again was there was a photography and video course with someone that was on YouTube, and they were giving that, and they were showing you how to change some of the settings on your iPhone and change how to make great video on your iPhone and how to up the quality and take amazing professional looking videos and professional looking photographs of yourself, and just taking those simple courses that are what $5-10 and it takes an hour to master. And when I go out and I take pictures of my friends, like, what the hell, what kind of phone do you have? I'm like, it's just an iPhone. And then I just fixed their settings for them, and I was like, oh yeah, here, you do know? They're like, oh my god, thank you, I didn't know this. Like, yeah, see, just like simple things of just using your everyday tools that can make a massive difference is amazing. And Google as well, just type in there and you'll get tons of resources, and you'll also get articles from your own manufacturer of your phone. So if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you'll see a bunch of articles that they have released on how to professionalize and how to pump up the settings on your phone to make it good quality and professional looking. So all those are out there. We just got to find them. There's so much tools out there that are out there, and so much resources that we don't know of that are just there to help us. So we just got to get out there and go get them. And lastly, for myself, is just be yourself. And at the end of the day, be yourself. Don't try to be someone else, because eventually the real you is going to come out, and people are like, oh my god, your videos have changed so much. Like, there was this person, now there's this person. When people start interacting with you, they're expecting someone here, but then they start interacting with you, like, oh well, it's someone totally different. But what I love about this business is, like, we've all worked jobs and we all see people with different personalities. Everyone tend to go towards a certain personality, and if people see that if you put your genuine self out there and they like you and they join this business, and they're going to be exactly like you, easy to work with, positive minded. That's exactly why I love this business as well. Everyone in this business and that comes to this business is exactly like myself, right? Some of these people I have not met before, and some of these people I've met in the business, and we've all gauged towards each other because we're all similar minded. We're all like-minded people. We're positive. We're here to make a change. We're here to help people, and we all get along in that way. So end of the day, be yourself. You'll attract people like yourself, and that's what I love the most. And mostly, one thing that I didn't think that would come from this business is they all start becoming your friends and your family, and you interact with them on a daily basis, right? So be yourself. You'll have an amazing time. Social media is not as scary as it looks. Just take a risk, put yourself out there, and see what happens. Thanks.
Love that, Ahmed. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, when you were saying like, oh, you might not think your content is perfect. Well, I do, and I know Paulo does. We're real perfectionists. We're like, I love the settings on the phones. I love all these apps. I love making my photos brighter. I love bringing out the green in the palm trees here and the turquoise in the sea. You know, you could take a picture and it won't capture the beauty. It won't. There's some, you could have the best iPhone and sometimes it just won't capture that beauty. And you can mess around a little bit with the filters and you can make it beautiful. And I don't even really put filters. I just adjust like the contrast or, you know, I adjust the light, you know, I bring more light, or I take away the shadow, and it makes it beautiful. You know, the saturation of the colors, you make the saturation of the color a little. And yeah, if you see my post or if you see my ads, you'll notice that it's always colorful. I like what you said about the settings on the phone, like you could preset. I preset my video. And it's funny because my daughter has an iPhone and I have a Galaxy Note. And then like everybody knows the best cameras in the world is iPhones, right? But then when I take a video with her phone and I take a video with my phone, I'm like, her phone is not capturing and I always, because my phone's always dying, or I'm doing a live, or there's something going on, and I'm like, just use your phone quickly. I have it plugged into my car, and we're listening to music. And then she takes it, it's totally different. She doesn't have the settings right? She don't have her settings, which I should do that. And I fix my settings in my camera that it makes the videos beautiful. Okay, it brings out the light, it brings out the color. Okay. So very good tips, very good tips. And that's why you're so successful. So congratulations on your buyer. First, it was Akina. Akina, congratulations. She's not here right now. She's super shy. She never comes on these, but she's killing it. She's killing it. She's my ninja, I say, because she hides from the camera, and she's Japanese at the same time. That's why I call her ninja. So I love her. Congratulations. She got a buyer. And then right after, I got a buyer, and then Alma got a buyer. And I was like, because they've been getting a lot of buyers lately. So has Paulo. A lot of my business partners have, but I want to do a special shout out to all my business partners that are killing it in the online world right now. Akina, Ahmed, Paulo, Des, buyer after buyer after buyer. I'm doing it. And I said, what's happening here? I said into my group, because we're real. We're all real, and I give tips, okay? And I might be a bit blunt, but I said, what's going on? I said, why is all these people keep getting buyers? Because they don't stop. They keep posting, and ads are running nonstop. Okay, we go full force. Some are old school, they network too. Totally me. I'm one of those. I speak with everyone. Everybody knows about my business. So if you don't stop, you're going to go full force. You're going to make noise. Just like he said about Grant Cardone, just like he said about Gary Vee, just like he said about all these people. Why are these people so well known? They don't stop. Even Mark Zuckerberg, he doesn't stop. He has a chat. I'm looking at this person, okay, because I joined this chat on Instagram, and it's his chat. And I'm like, this is why he's so successful. He reminds me of myself, what I'm doing. And I'm advertising on his big multi-billion-dollar platform, right? This is streaming right now on Facebook. And I'm like, this guy's a beast. This is why he's so wealthy. Him and, if you notice, him and, oh my goodness, why can't I think of his name? My mind is blank because the kids are making me go crazy. The guy that made Tesla. Okay. What's his name? Someone help me. You know who made Elon. Yeah, him and Elon Musk are in a competition. And one's coming out with something, the other one's coming out with a chip for your brain to get crazy. One's coming out with another, health fighting disease, cells or whatever the case may be. I'm like, who's going to the top? Like, what else are we gonna come up with? But nevertheless, the online, the robotics, everything's taking over. This is what's running our business. Okay? What's running our business is like literally systems, automated digital online systems, these techie things that people don't know anything about. But guess what? We have some of the most intelligent people that are super educated that knows all about this, and literally brought these systems into our business and it's making it run for us 24/7, even while we sleep. And all we have to do is dish out this really good content. And now all these days we have all the tools to dish out this good content that AI, the robotics, is giving us. And also these platforms is giving us so much too. Do you know how much the Facebook or Instagram has changed since a couple of years ago? You can do such wonderful things in that one platform with all these videos and filters and fixing your video and making a reel and chopping things out, and it just makes it for you. How easy is that? A lot of times I just do that. I just go in there and it makes a video for me. And then your phone too. Your phone can make a really good reel. I realize that. Okay, Rita, you've been waiting long enough. I saved the best for last.
I'm here. I'm just here to listen. Now, please.
Well,
I'm
this is
here to
my
learn.
neighbor. She's my neighbor. She's not far from me. She's also here in Spain. So why don't you introduce yourself for us? And soon we're going to meet, girl. Soon we're going to meet. So introduce yourself for us and tell us about the subject. What's the best tips for creating winning content on social media?
Thank you so much for having me, Coach Georgia. Thanks to everybody. Hello, and my name is Rita. Well, I'm from Nigeria. I've been in Spain for almost about 20 years, and then I've been in this business. I'm a newbie, so it's like I'm here to learn from the specialist, right? Okay, so I'm only going to add from the little experience that I have in this business. I'm only going to add little information, okay, in regards to this topic: best tips for creating winning content on social media. Well, what I do most is I think about my big why, okay, before I create any content. I think about why am I into this business? And then I use that to think about other people, my audience, okay, so that they will understand exactly the reason why I'm making this business, why I'm making this content, okay, because this is the most important thing we have to present to our people on social media. We want people to know us. We want people to see us. We want people to know that we are not scammers, okay? We are real, okay? So I always do that. I always tell them every time, whenever I go live, whenever I upload any video, I always make sure that whenever I speak to the camera. It's like I'm speaking to everybody, okay? I focus on the camera and I focus on what I'm saying. So that brings a lot of people coming to me, even though I'm still a newbie. I've not got so many buyers yet, but I've got a lot of leads, okay, in regards to that. So whenever I speak to people on live, most especially, I make sure that what I'm saying is convincing, is making them to realize that this is not a joke. We are here to help you, okay? To help you see that there is another way. There is another way for that extra income. There is another way that apart from your 9 to 5 job, you can still find a way to survive in this life. You can still find a way to earn that extra income. So mostly what I do is I make sure that they believe in this business. I make sure that they don't think otherwise. Because if you start listening to naysayers, you start listening to people saying other things otherwise, it's going to affect you, not only emotionally, physically as well. So whenever I go live, I upload any video, I focus on what I'm saying, and then I make sure that they believe in what I'm saying. And finally, most especially, I always love to smile. Whenever I'm in any video or any other thing, I always love to smile, make sure that this is enjoyable, entertaining. Let them see that this is not always seriousness. No, not always like that. You have to enjoy with this business, because this is what this business is all about. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy what you are uploading, what the video you're uploading. Enjoy everything. Make sure that while you are enjoying, you are still creating people to draw near to what you're saying, to draw near to your business, and to make sure that they believe in what you are doing. So this is just a little thing I have, okay? Because most of my business partners have said a lot. So I'm not going to say anything other than that, because they are the most specialist business partners. I'm really learning from them. So these are the little tips that I would love to add to my own to the topic of today. Okay. Back to you, Coach Georgia. Thanks for having me once again.
Thank you. Thank you, beautiful. Don't cut yourself short because you're doing absolutely amazing. And you're a mentor and you have enough knowledge that you're mentoring people. So anybody that sees this video, we are all here because we have something in common. Okay, we're now able to mentor and coach people. If they wasn't able to coach or mentor you, they wouldn't be on this video. Okay, so anybody that you feel that, wow, like I want to get started, reach out to them if you see this on their page. And also, they have their business running in the background. They're all set up. They know how to get set up. They'll set you up the same way. Okay? And even though our training is always being updated, our training is just a tab away on our laptop. It's a tab away, we go through it together. I love that. It makes it funner. It really makes it fun going through the training with my business partners, learning. I was joking around about my Italian business partner earlier, and just everybody who I meet up with, I Zoom with, it's a joy. It's an absolute joy. And it's so true, just like Ahmed said, they become my best friends. And you really meet some really cool, genuine people in this online business community. So if you're a little skeptical, if you're feeling a little scared, if you're feeling like, oh, I really don't know these people, or, you know, I don't know if I'm going to feel comfortable, and you're going to be welcomed with open arms. You're going to feel like you found family. And if you're also not good with speaking English and you're worried about your English speaking, we have a lot of chats. Myself, I have an African chat, I have a Spanish chat, I have a South Asian chat. I have a Caribbean chat. I have all these chats. Caribbeans, they speak English with accent, but you know, I have all these chats that if you don't speak good English, they'll help you. Okay, and it will, even the Filipino chat. Oh my goodness, they're so helpful in the Filipino chat. Like they're all helping each other with their pages. I'm like, whoa, this is like a family. And that's the thing. If you're not having followers, you don't need that followers. We're gonna help you to push that algorithm out. We're gonna help to like that page. We're gonna help to like those posts so it can get out there. Okay. So thank you, Rita. God bless you. Okay, so I'll go a little bit about what I love about this subject. And as you've seen, I have teenagers. I have 5 children. Okay, I'll finish introducing myself a little bit. I have 5 kids. I'm from West Kelowna, BC, and I've been here in Barcelona, Spain, since over 5 months. Well, yeah, maybe 5 months. And my son is training for soccer. My daughter, she's in art. My 2 little daughters, well, my big one and the little one. And I'm just awaiting for my other children's activities to be accepted. But I want them to learn here. I want them to experience a new country. And, you know, I always wanted to travel the world. And I also know that where do you go to have the best soccer? It's here in Barcelona, I feel. And the art is absolutely incredible for my daughter, for her to learn in another country. There's just a lot of amazing things has happened for me. And it's because of this business. I learned so much in our training. So I'll spit out exactly what I feel that is best. Well, what I know is really good for advertising and literally dishing out great content, because your good content that you're creating, your winning content is your ads. Those are your ads. So your winning content should be a masterpiece. Okay? And don't get so fixated on what you're doing, okay? Because a lot of people just take too much time. Make it beautiful, make it fast, and make it clear. The message has to come across clear, okay? A lot of times, and I notice nowadays, especially since the last year or 2, the shorter the better for the text. The shorter the reel, the better, okay? So don't put too much text on your pictures. Okay, if you have a post and it's a picture and you want to write something on there, don't put a lot of writing on there, okay? Don't make it so smushed up to the point where, you know, say this whole screen of my face right now. Okay, it's taken up to like, you only have this much, like from this black part of the screen forward, you only have that much like of me in there, and the rest is just writing all across the rest of the area. No, you don't want that. Don't do that. I see some of my business partners doing it, and I keep saying, don't do that, and they keep doing it. Okay, believe me, nobody, well, not nobody, some people will, but it's hard for people to read that. Think about it. They're just gonna see the image and pass it by. So maybe put like, you know, 15, 20 words or less. Or if you're gonna put a little bit more wording, just make sure you have enough of the photo showing, you have enough of the product showing, you have enough of whatever it is you want to get out there, and what not too much mumble jumble words that are going to be scrunched together that people can't even read. Also, if you're going to create a reel, make sure you're giving people enough time to read what you're saying on that reel. So if you're writing, you know, maybe 15, 20 words or 5, 6 words or whatever, give them enough time. If you can read it, you know, and it's going by, then it's good. But definitely beautiful pictures. Okay, is like I said, it depends on your ad. Just make sure the colors, you know, they say that red, blue, green, and yellow, I think those are the like famous colors actually to mix with, but those are the colors that really attract people, okay, in the online world. Okay, they attract people. But even, I just see even eye-catching colors, you know, to make the pink, you know, so like right now, like I can see myself, okay? And if this was a picture of me, I would bring out the pink in my lips, the more of the pink in my cheeks. I'd bring out my skin tone. I'd want to look more tanned. I'd want to bring out the dark blue in this shirt. I'd want to bring out the oak wood in those stairs and the stainless steel in that door. So what I do, I'd bring out the contrast, okay, in the photo. I'd go to the area where you edit the photo, and I would bring out the saturation and the contrast, bring it up a little, bring up the contrast a little to 20%, 25%, or whatever. I would, you know, maybe bring it into another area, and I could make my eyes glossier. Okay, I can make this photo a little clearer. Okay, because I can see myself. Maybe I'm not the clearest right now. Maybe I'm clearer to others right now. But that's what I would do. I'd make this like little grayish green wording where it says Coach Georgia. I'd make that pop a little more to make it almost like a kind of a lighter mint green. Okay, so these are things that I would do to just say if I was a photo right now. Okay, so think about that. You want to bring out the natural color in the photo, enhance it. And then for the wording, you're going to come up with a catchy headline, okay? So say for instance, you're selling Skittles online. I don't know why I think of Skittles. It's a rainbow, taste the rainbow. Selling Skittles. You gotta put on top, well, like I said, the slogan, taste of the rainbow. You know, something like that. Something catchy, okay, on top of that post or wherever. Now, if you're going to do a reel, I would say just 3 or 4 words, catchy, or maybe the hashtags, a few hashtags. A lot of times people don't read the reels, and how I figured that out is because I don't read the reels. I don't read the content on the reels, and I tried to put big blurbs on the reels before, and I started to think, I don't think a lot of people are reading what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna put up a few hashtags too, and the thing is, you can tell a story in those hashtags. Like when I do it for helping people earn online, I put online biz boss, earn online, freedom, Barcelona. And when people look at that, they're like, okay, she probably helps people earn online. Okay, so think about that. You could say like a whole paragraph in that one hashtag, right? And the hashtags that I usually choose have millions of already views, or millions of people use it. So it's going to get the algorithm more out there. It's going to get your video more out there. I talked about this before. These are things we talked about before, but the subject needs to be talked about this again because of the subject. I talked about this before, that I get people from all over the world that I'm not even advertising, or like I'm not in that country. And then all of a sudden they're like seeing my posts. And I'm like, why are they seeing my posts? Oh, I put this hashtag in there, and then, it's going all over the world. So the quality also content is okay. We definitely live by this. Okay, you want to educate, inspire, and entertain these people. Okay, and I get that a lot. I get a lot of people saying, "Wow, you're so inspiring. You're so I really learned so much." Okay, and you want to be entertaining. You want to entertain them. Okay, and the thing is before I even heard this, I was kind of doing this, and I'm like, this works. This really works, and kind of being yourself. And sometimes that means being vulnerable, because a lot of people like to really hide who they are for some reason. They think you got to be Miss Perfect to have a business online, or to create content, or to sell a product. You have to be this digital nomad, and this person with a suit and with a tie, and you have to be using these very highly educated words. That's not true at all. In fact, some of the most successful people all over the world, like, we're just going to talk about it, Gary Vee, okay, Grant Cardone, they don't use very educated words. They're just normal people. And they're super inspirational, and they got things down pat. Why are they so successful? Why are they such big influencers? It's real. People like real these days. People don't want fake stuff. People don't like to be educated by fake people or dolls, right? So they want to have somebody they can be inspired by, and somebody they can relate to. Okay? So this is why we're here. We're here to help you every step of the way to success, every step of the way to reaching the top and making winning content. Now, even though we're talking about this subject right now, we're talking about this whole big subject. Guess what? Even after we did this almost an hour long, if you're not still comfortable with creating content, we're going to help you to create it. We sit on the laptop with you on Zoom, one-on-one Zoom for at times an hour straight, half an hour to an hour straight, and sometimes 2 hours, to help you every step of the way to success. We're not too successful. We're not too prideful to help you. Okay? We grow together. And that's what I was telling my business partner, Mohammed, today. He's one of the people I've met here, a professional soccer player, and also a construction worker, and he wants to go full force towards soccer. And he started this because of this. And another business partner starting. He's selling incredible properties. He brought me into this property. Okay? And what does he still want? An extra income, and still wants to be free. Doesn't want to be tied down. Wants to go back to his roots, be on the coast, live by the sea, he said, on where he's from. Because we're on the coast here, but he said he wants to go back to his part of Spain. So if this resonated with any of you today, and you want to see our free workshop, because that's what we're offering today, I strongly advise you, I encourage you to take a leap of faith. Add your name and your email, click our links anywhere in the top or bottom part, click on the link, add your name and email, and you'll be taken right away to the workshop I hosted. Okay? And you're going to see some of us in this workshop, and you're going to see everything that you need to see to get started in this online business. And then we'll add you into our Earn Online Academy that Paulo and a few of us business partners created, mainly Paulo. Thank you, Paulo. You're incredible. But it's all of us in there with the content that you need, all the information you need to get started. So click on that link, add your name and email. You will not be disappointed. So thank you all for joining. God bless you, and we'll see you all on the other side. Bye till next time.